Europeans at work in West Africa, helping to keep people alive and to stop the Ebola virus from spreading in their community, but also throughout the region. According to the World Health Organization, some 9,000 cases have been recorded in 7 countries up to mid-October. Around half the people who contracted the disease have died so far. The front line against Ebola is clearly drawn in West Africa, and the European Union is focusing its efforts there. The EU and its member states are sending humanitarian aid, around €500 million in backing for medical care, containing the virus and government support, as well as helping to coordinate international efforts to fight the disease. But the efforts are taking time to gather steam, and for the health agencies and NGOs struggling to cope, time is of the essence.
The speed of the response is too slow. Actually, we could say that the speed, the increase of the number of cases and the epidemic go faster than the speed of the deployment. And that's still an issue. I mean, time is an issue. Again, we have to think about this fight like a war, and you need to put the necessary means and activities as soon as possible, and we have no time to lose.
Experts say that Europe is safe from Ebola. The risk of it spreading is low, given the strength of European health systems compared to those in Africa. But one case of secondary infection has been found in a health worker. At a meeting in Brussels, health ministers and senior officials have been looking at ways to better monitor the disease. Most agree that the screening of airline passengers should be boosted in airports in countries like Guinea, Liberia and Sierra Leone before they fly out for EU airports.
La prima cosa che è emersa è la necessità di rafforzare I controlli in uscita, cioè dai paesi.
The first thing is to reinforce exit controls in the countries affected, and also to ensure that people cannot travel within 20 or 21 days after coming into contact with an infected person. The second important thing is to record these movements and eventually to create a database to be able to follow the movements of persons coming from West Africa into the European Union during the virus's 21-day incubation period.
All'interno dell'Unione Europea, entro I 21 giorni di maturazione del virus.
Beyond tackling Ebola before it moves, the EU is also looking to bolster their health systems in the countries most affected. Under the weight of the disease, treatment for other common illnesses like malaria and measles is also suffering. To help, an EU package of €140 million in funding to reinforce treatment centres and provide support for health workers has also just been announced. Ebola can be beaten. Nigeria is Africa's good news story. Strong action, contact tracing to find people who've been in touch with those infected, and a highly organised and methodical approach have proved to be the answer.